G'day guys, it's Alan here in the shed as usual. Right, are you guys in for a shock? Absolute nightmare. Now, it could get boring in parts. You could be upsetting in parts, because I literally destroyed it. Looks like you've destroyed it, but I haven't really. The bits I've taken out are all in the bin. They're all flat packed in the bin. Game over. So how can you say? This is in two parts. This first part is the main area takedown. The second part of this film, which is a separate film, I've done the other side, but I forgot to film it, as you do. But it was nothing like the first side, so I just wanted to show you how I went about taking out the middle, the bridges and the plan so far. So in the second movie you'll see the sort of finished product, and I've got some old offcuts of track. I've sort of laid out an idea of a plan of what's to go on. Now, I may have made a reference in the film, I can't remember everything in the film, about putting a lift up bridge in. I haven't taken any points out, both sides, and I'm having a rethink of the upper layer running internally on bridges. I've still got to think about how to design it, but it all depends on how the lower level pans out in the track plan to make an upper level, because you've got to have bridge supports. So there's no point in having a pile of track and you've got nowhere to put a support, is it? It's not going to look right, is it? So it's still an ongoing thing. It's not so much planning. You don't draw it all out or whatever. You just let it evolve. Stick a bit of track down, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, change it. Anyway, that's too far ahead now. So this film is all about the takedown, taking all the middle section out, and to me it's weird, absolutely weird that I can walk into the shed. It's just nuts. And it's all to do with my knees. I can get down, but I can't get up. So, some of you might enjoy it, might not. It might be upsetting, so discretion is required. Alright then, I'll leave it with you. Catch you in the next movie, in part 2. Bye for now. Right, this is with some of the buildings removed. The lights are all out. The lights broke because I glued them in, so it's as I tried to pull them through, they jammed, and the wires come out, and they're so thin they just snap. So no worries, soon get lights. Are cheap enough, them are. As for the fencing, well, that's a write-off, isn't it? Because they're all it's all customised. So I'm not really fussed on the fence, because this is all going to be landscaped differently anyway. So the fencing's got to come out. I got a big pile of stuff on the floor. Yeah, well, that's the progress so far anyway. You can see the track plan now. Yeah, I've got to get the track out. Right, back in a bit. Right, time to take the tracks out. Just got to find the pins. Even though it's in cardboard, I still pinned it. Got to forgive next door. He's got a sports car and he's sanding the some sides down on it. No, we don't need that. And some people are going, oh, you can't do that. I've just done it. It's not hundreds of pounds, it's £7 a pair. Same with these things, might be able to use these little bits. The thing with modelling is everything is temporary in a way. What I don't want to do is cut myself. Put that one. That one in there. There's one in there. There's one piece out. Forget how much pinning you actually do. I don't want to save the track because it never works right second time round. That'll come out alright. I'm quite pleased about that. It's well glued in, that one. Just a bit. There we go. Right up to the points. Right up to the points. That's where the cork comes into it now. Because they didn't have much cork on it. Just trying to keep things out of the way. Things. Oh, there we go. Now, did I screw this here? Yep, I did. Could do with a bigger screwdriver. Well, there's no turning back now. I've got to get this big screwdriver out now. Oh, and save the animals. I forgot about my animals. My horses. And my building. They can go up there. Out of the way. I won't be needing that. Yeah, I've got big screws sticking up from underneath now, so I need to get into that. Right, backing them in. Well, that's the top layer out. And the two side bridges. And the track's not worth it. Track's not worth it at all. No, can't salvage any of that. Not off the top line. This side come off okay, but this side didn't fare so well because the plaster and glue and what have you, it just stuck, so I had to rag it out in the end. So it's done anyway. Keep forgetting to film. Right, top layer, bottom layer's out. I'm just basically unscrewing this. It's coming apart bit at a time. Just finding the screws. So it won't be long now. Right, this is a moment of truth. He doesn't know. Knackered now. At least it's opened up now. I just got to reroute the power cable here, that's all, to that power point there. I could put it over here, out of the way, temporary for now, till I reroute the cable. But basically that's it, and that's what I'm left with. I'll come round to the camera now and I'll show you. My God, I made a mess. Right, it's all taken out from there, so I've got all that space all the way down there. I'm not fussed on the ramp can come out as well, and that little gap there, I can fill that gap in. Okay, and then I've got a full section, and then I got this side, the pub and the garage gone. They fell apart as I lifted them out. The hard part was that there, top bridge. It's the worst bit to come out. The glue got in there for some reason, so anyway, it's only landscaping, isn't it? Turn it into a rock face or whatever, put a load of trees on the top and you won't know the difference. But I got all that down that side there. That first track there, that can actually come out if necessary, but I don't want to. But the points will be altered. Maybe make the sidings longer to fit more wagons in there. But as for this side, this is where we're up to anyway. Now at this point I'm having doubts myself in my mind, as anybody would. So I've started, so I've got to carry on now. So that's where we're up to anyway. Okay guys? Right guys, at this point it's the big clean up. Tub of water, paintbrush, and soak the ballast. What you want to take out. It's mad this, isn't it? Watching me paint water. Give it a good soaking, but not over soak it, because you don't want your boards to absorb it too much, otherwise you'll end up warping them. And with the paintbrush you get to put it where you need it. That's the main thing. In the right amount. Now there's some places going to be where super glue is, so it could be a hammer and chisel job on that. And before I lost all the films, this is exactly the same way I did the diesel engine sheds. If anybody remembers, taking all the ballast off. I mean, don't skimp on the water, always be wiped down after, but you've got to put sufficient on to get it to soak in. Oh, and yesterday I put an edge on here, so that's all tidied up now, that edging. Once I've cleaned this lot, then I'll make the end section and fit that into place. These points will be coming out. Well, that's a crossover, so I don't need that. But I've been shopping around and you can't get track for love of money at the moment again, so I'm going to have to pre-order some. But it's going to take a while, isn't it? Always does. I tried ringing my local model shop, but he's not in. Well, he was unable to answer the phone anyway. The good thing is I only ballasted small bits. Same with the grass. I can do right up to the, I can see where the cork edge is there along the side of that track, so that should come out right up to the cork edge and give me a nice edge there. Everything goes to plan. Quite a big piece that. See, if you don't work it with a brush, it just settles on the top. I suppose you could put a touch of washing up liquid in it, take the water tension off. Well, that's the whole point of the brush, to work it in. Now the hard bit is this Gauge Master roadway. Very, very difficult to get up. Absolutely, I don't know what sort of compound they use to glue them, the sticking part. Just go over it once more, make sure it's all settling into place. The trouble is there's bits of cork and things, what have you, and it gets underneath the cork. So I think that'll do for now. Give that 10 minutes to soak in. You can see the colour changing. Right, and then we'll come back with a scraper and show you. Right, I don't think it's 10 minutes, but I've just had a quick look now. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. You can feel it where the water hasn't actually penetrated. But a lot of that is glue. Yep. If I can just trim that out a little bit. Yeah, it's super glue there. No worries, sort that later. If I go back here, this is where the core comes in now. See, it's not quite done yet. Bear with me a moment. That was a dirty bit there. Just have to watch where the points are here. It's one thing buying track, but it's the points that cost you the money. So, there we go. Like I said, it's coming out nicely. Up to the where the cork is. But you can see how it's done. And then what doesn't come up, re-wet it and take it from there. Well, there you go. So you don't want to be watching me doing this. I don't want you watching me doing this. It's bad enough doing it. Back in a bit. Right. 2/3 of the way through it, I've had to fetch out the big guns. Big chisel. Because it's the only way the wall picker scraper won't get under this. And see, it just goes over the top. I don't know what I glued it with. Maybe I glued it with super glue, which wouldn't surprise me. Might take a bit more work with a smaller tool. But we're getting there. And it's just as efficient at the end of the day. If you're struggling with that, but this works. A simple wood chisel, and I've only got that little bit to do. Now wipe it down, paint it. Oh, then make that little bit there. That'll be with her. But this gets into the super glue. Where I had fences glued down, it gets underneath the super glue and makes it quite level then. So you just got to watch you don't dig your timber too much. But that's this Gauge Master roadway is terrible stuff for getting up. But if I get the majority off, I'll be able to paint over that, no hassle. Be all covered up with scenics, I would have thought anyway, but as long as it's flat, isn't it? Right, that's where the progress is up to. Okay.